The Brahmaputra, 2,900 kilometers, born on the Tibetan plateau near Mount Kailash. It flows east across Tibet for 1,800 kilometers. Then it hits a mountain and does something no other river on Earth does. At a place called the Great Bend, the river makes a sharp U-turn and in just 50 kilometers drops 2,000 meters in elevation. That drop is what makes this river the most powerful and most dangerous in Asia. 3 countries, 3 names, 1 river. In India, it feeds 130 million people and 6 million hectares of farmland. In Bangladesh, it provides 55% of all irrigation. This river isn't just water. It is life. China sits upstream of all of it, and on Christmas Day 2024, a date that attracted almost no international media attention, China made a decision that will affect the lives of nearly 200 million people. China chose Medog County in Tibet for this project, less than 10 kilometers from the Indian border. It's one of the most earthquake-prone places on Earth, right across from Arunachal Pradesh, a region China claims as South Tibet. The project is enormous. It's called the Medog Hydropower Station, a chain of 5 dams producing 60,000 megawatts of electricity, nearly 3 times bigger than the Three Gorges Dam. At $167 billion, it could become the most expensive infrastructure project ever built. On July 19, 2025, Chinese Premier Li Qiang officially announced the start of construction, calling it the project of the century. And India has almost no legal way to stop it. No major treaty, no international court, no system forcing China to share river data, but this wasn't sudden. China had been planning it for years, added to the 5-year plan in 2021, approved in 2024, construction started in 2025, completion expected by 2033. And despite a 6.8 magnitude earthquake hitting the same region just months earlier, China moved ahead anyway. 2 scenarios, both considered real by hydrologists. During the dry season, China could hold water inside the reservoirs. Downstream, the Brahmaputra shrinks. Millions in India face water shortages, farmland dries out, and Bangladesh's irrigation system suffers heavily. During the monsoon, China could suddenly release large amounts of water. An artificial flood, Assam, which already floods every year, gets hit harder. Bangladesh could face even worse flooding from upstream. And this is not just a theory. China already built major dams on the upper Mekong River. After that, countries downstream like Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam faced severe droughts in 2019 and 2020. During a 2025 visit to Delhi, U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan reportedly described China's dam strategy as coercive infrastructure. India has a legally binding water treaty with Pakistan, signed in 1960. But with China, there is no treaty on the Brahmaputra. No binding rules, no enforceable rights. China controls the upstream flow. Under a 2006 agreement, China shares flood data with India only from May to October. For the remaining 7 months when reservoirs fill and dam operations begin, India receives almost no data. For more than half the year, India is effectively blind on a river that supports 130 million people. India's response is the Upper Siang Multipurpose Project, 11,000 megawatts, a massive water storage system designed as a buffer against China's dams. If China suddenly releases water, India can hold it here. If China blocks water upstream, India has reserves of its own. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu called it a national security necessity. But India's plans go far beyond one dam. In October 2025, the Central Electricity Authority announced a $77 billion hydropower plan, 208 dams across the Brahmaputra basin, a target of 76 gigawatts by 2047. Arunachal Pradesh alone has more than 52 gigawatts of untapped potential, over twice the size of the Three Gorges Dam. India is not just defending itself, it is racing China. China plans 60 gigawatts from one mega project. India wants 76 gigawatts from 28 projects at less than half the cost. And then there is Bangladesh, the country India helped create in 1971. In August 2024, Sheikh Hasina was removed. The new government has tilted toward China and Pakistan. Bangladesh is now caught between the country that built it and the country that controls its water. The Jamuna River that Bangladesh depends on for 55% of its irrigation flows down from China's new dam. Bangladesh joined the UN Water Convention to internationalize its concerns. It changed sides, and China is now upstream of its survival. 3 countries, 1 river. 0 binding treaties. China upstream, India in the middle, Bangladesh downstream. The world's largest dam, under construction right now, sits at the top of all of it. Water wars are not new. And unlike the Nile or the Mekong, this one sits on a nuclear border. Every morning, 130 million Indians wake up next to this river. For now, the water still flows freely.